Good morning, everyone. My name is Alan Carell. I'm a local attorney here, and it's my pleasure to introduce to you this morning Corbin Howard. I have known Corbin since he and I were classmates at the University of Montana Law School back in the early 70s, many, not only years ago, but now decades ago. And Corbin is a wonderful man. He's a fine family man. He and his lovely wife, Joyce, have raised 3 great children. He's a concerned and active citizen, and he's also a leading attorney both in our community and the state. Corbin has had a diverse amount of legal experience. He started out working as a staff attorney in the Office of Public Instruction in Helena. Then he moved back to Billings and was a prosecuting attorney in the Yellowstone County Attorney's Office, prosecuting felonies and other criminal matters for 4 years. Then he went into private practice in 1981 and has been there ever since in his own firm, lately specializing in the area of family law. He has been very active in both the local and state bar associations. He's served on several sections and committees of the state bar. He's been a member of the board of directors and president of the local county bar and served in numerous capacities in both of those areas. He's also been appointed to several Supreme Court commissions and served in that role as well. He's been honored by both the state bar and the Yellowstone County bar for his professionalism, which speaks volumes to his commitment to the law and his active involvement with it. He's also been active in the local community. He's served on the board of directors for the St. John's Lutheran Home and the Big Brothers and Sisters. He was the first director of the paralegal program at Rocky Mountain College, and he's taught Sunday school at his local church. But beyond all of those professional and civic accomplishments, I think the most important thing about Corbin is that he is a good, decent, and honorable man. He's got a tremendous sense of humor, and he will be a tremendous asset to the judiciary in our community and state. So with that, it's my great pleasure to introduce my friend and colleague, Corbin Howard.
Thank you all for coming. I decided to make this announcement in this location because the Self-Help Law Center is going to be moving here, actually 1 floor up on the 4th floor. I believe that they'll be moving into their new quarters on March 8th. It's an experimental pilot program to help people without lawyers access our legal system more easily. And I think that that's something that all of us should support, is access to justice. There are some things that people should more easily be able to do without lawyers. We have a very complex legal system, and there's a lot that people can't do on their own, but some things they can. And we ought to make it easier and better for individuals to have easier access to their own legal system. And my support of the Self-Help Law Center is part of that effort. It's a pilot program. We're experimenting with different things. I'm sure there are going to be things that will work better than others, but the point is, find what works and emphasize that so that individuals representing themselves can more easily find their way through the system. In these economic times, certainly, more people than ever are trying to find their way through our legal system by themselves without the assistance of lawyers. I think the Self-Help Center is serving something on the order of 500 people per month average. Monday, they had 55 come through the office. So it's a lot, a big need. The second thing I'd like to talk about this morning is the Montana Supreme Court is taking our legal system from a paper-based system into an internet-based system. I've been actively involved in discussions about how to make that work better. There are issues about privacy for individuals as well as issues about using the internet to provide greater access to the public to know what their government in general and their legal system is doing. But with the internet, it's a completely different environment, and there are all kinds of dangers, including identity theft. Our legal system collects all kinds of very personal information about individuals, not just litigants, but jurors, witnesses, and others. We have to be careful about what we do with that and what access we grant to that private information to avoid making it easier for individuals to steal our citizens' identities. Third, and on a more personal note, the reason I'm running is that I want to make a difference. Joyce and I, my lovely wife of 25 years, 20 years ago, were in a horrific plane crash in the Bighorn Mountains. I suppose that's one thing that differentiates myself from the other candidates. I've actually survived a plane crash. But the more serious point is this: life is short, and life is precious. And our job here, my job, your job, is to make a difference in people's lives. I was raised here. My parents raised me in this community. It was a good place to grow up as a kid. Joyce and I have raised our 3 children here. It's been a good place for us and a good place to raise our kids. I think we have an excellent local legal system. We have fine attorneys in this community. We have a good group of judges here. It's a good place to practice law. So this community has been good to me. It's a good place for all of us. I'd like to keep it that way. Now, I don't know how to set a broken arm. There are physicians and nurses and other medical personnel who make great contributions to our community, making it a better place to live, that I can't do. There are home builders that build homes in our community and making it a better place to live in that way. I can't build a house. I can't even tune my own car. I find a professional to do that. But I am good at the law, and that's why I am applying for this job. This is my job application, and I'm asking you and the other voters in Yellowstone County to hire me. That's what I'm asking you to do, to give me an opportunity to make a difference. Because what I've done up to this point in my legal career is I have tried to make a positive difference, one person at a time. But the difference, of course, for a district judge is they make a difference often for the entire community, one decision at a time. I want that job, and I hope that you'll support me along with the other voters in this community. If you do, I'll make you one promise. I will work my tail off to do a good job, to make good decisions so that our community continues to be a good place, a safe place for us and our kids. Thank you all for coming. I'm honored by your there's one more thing. I didn't want to forget this. I actually have a website. If you want more information about myself, my family, and my experience, it's at www.corbinhowardforjudge.com. Thanks for coming, guys.